Okay, welcome back to the Financial Reboot Show. My name is Samuel Levitz here, the president of Financial Reboot. And one thing we like to do every week here on our web show and our podcast, we like to have a special guest come on. Now, whether that special guest is a current client, whether the special guest is an industry expert that sits here in the studio. Today, we've got a really cool special guest. She's a new client of ours. And basically, I just want to introduce her to the community so you guys can see who out there is utilizing these services, who's actually taking advantage of the information that we're putting out. I mean, so many people say, we've got some great information, thank you so much, but who's actually taking part and participating and watching these things happen and really doing something to increase their portfolio wealth and plan for a better future. So without further ado, let me introduce Dana Hazelton. Dana, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Samuel.
Good morning. You're looking very lovely this morning, I might add. Thank you for joining us. So listen,
Thank you.
tell us really, tell the viewers and listeners out there, what was your situation prior to meeting us here at Financial Reboot? Where were you? What was happening in your life?
Well, Samuel, I'm a registered nurse. I'm a financially single parent, so I've spent 6 or 7 years of my life creating a emergency fund for myself and my child. And at one point, I decided to take that money, and I got a very small inheritance and invest it in some stock. And because I'm really busy and just trying to survive day to day here at home, I put it away, and that was about it. I didn't do a ton of research. I knew a little bit about the company I was investing in. I put it in AT&T, and I knew it was good. And I would check in every year or so. So for the last 2 years, I've gotten a very small percentage increase in my stock, maybe $1,000. And that was great to me because that was money that I didn't have before. And I just decided a little while ago, though, that I needed to really start creating wealth with my income. And so I found you.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you found us, Dana. And the truth is this, I mean, you got such a cool story because there's so many of our clients and so many people out there watching the show that are in a very similar situation to you. Very few people know really what to do with their money to make it grow in a certain way. You're a single mom. How old is your daughter now?
She's 8.
She's 8 years old. Does she have a college fund set up already? Okay.
No.
So this is a very common situation, right? Maybe there's a lot of maybe those watching at home. Maybe you're a single mom and you see someone like a Dana, and it's not your fault. You don't know what to do with the money. You feel like the stock market might be a gamble. So Dana, first of all, I want to say congratulations and welcome aboard because you're in very good hands now. And that fear that you had with your money before, you could just rest at ease because now you've got an actual entire team of financial experts guiding you and showing you the way to actually leverage the 45 plus years of knowledge and 75 plus $1 million of portfolio growth over many years to a single mom with an 8-year-old child, and how you can utilize that knowledge and our company to take you to places that you've never been financially before. And this is why we do this work, Dana, because of people like you, clients like you. Really, it's heartwarming to us. And just watch what's going to happen over the coming months. I think you're going to be very, very excited and pleased and surprised because a lot of people out there that are in your situation don't realize that this is really possible for them. And we'll probably have you back on in another month or so to kind of show people what has happened to you and where you started and where you're going towards, right? And that's kind of the whole purpose of being here. So welcome aboard for that matter. Now, let me ask you this. So you, much like a lot of people in your situation, had this large chunk of change in this stock. You were fully invested in this one stock portfolio. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right. And who gave you that advice to just buy this stock and let it ride?
My dad and my aunt.
Okay. And bless their heart, and your father is how old, roughly?
He is 73.
Okay, so this is another good example. So think about this, and that is that people in that age bracket, what were they told? They were told to invest in a major corporation, right? And just keep it there and write it out. Much like getting a job for 40 years, work your butt off, at the end of the 40 years, you retire and you got this little nest egg, right? Times have changed. Well, with the stock market investment strategies, times certainly change. And if you just put that money in one stock and just keep it there and hope that in 10 years from now, you're going to have a nice nest egg for your currently 8-year-old daughter to go to a nice college, you know, got to rethink things like that. And that's ultimately why you came to us, to really get a professional vantage point of how to leverage that into something much bigger, more scalable, how we can exponentially grow that rather than just kind of let it do its thing, right? Okay, so listen,
Absolutely.
tell us why, what do you like best about working with the team here at Financial Reboot so far?
Well, to be honest, your transparency and how you talk me through the process has built a lot of trust in me. And I come from a strong science background, so I like to see evidence before I'm going to take stock in something, no pun intended. And working with you and your team, it's kind of like being a patient and having a doctor talk to you in a bunch of medical jargon that you don't understand. But the difference between that and you guys is that you are a real wonderful doctor. You take me by the hand, you explain everything to me, you build that trust in myself with our relationship, and that's basically, that means everything to me. Because this is all I have, and to know that I can trust you and you're teaching me, you're like teaching the fisherman how to fish so I can feed myself. That's why I'm with you.
So I'm so glad you said that, Dana, and thank you for those nice words. And I've got a lot of points to touch on there. And we do teach you along the way. And we love teaching our clients along the way, because the truth is, we didn't build this model just to have you on as a client for life, right? We built this model to have you as a client, to show you what's possible, to give you the tools to leverage the stock market in a way that suits your portfolio needs, your investment goals, and your retirement goals, and your kids' college education goals. There's going to be a time where you're not going to need us, and where you like, you know what, guys, I got this. Thank you so much for the years of service, whatever. And you're going to be off and running and doing your own thing, and it's going to be awesome to watch. We'll be like proud parents sitting back and watching you do your thing. It's kind of cool. So thank you for touching on that. And the other thing is that you mentioned the whole trust thing with your money, and how we offer. I think you said we offer a personal touch for you, and thank you for saying that, because that was something that was so important to me when back in the day when I was listening to a stock picking guy, a guru, right? It was so hands off. I mean, I would get an email that basically said, buy this stock. He didn't know anything about my current portfolio. He didn't know what I was currently investing in. He didn't know that what was in my portfolio. He didn't know that I was getting margin calls regularly on my bad picks. So he's just like, buy this stock. Well, maybe I didn't have any money in the account, any cash money to buy it. So I would have to sell something, right? So here's the advantage, and thank you for saying this, but we take a personal approach. Like in the videos that we send you and all of our clients, Dana, is like, we take a look inside your portfolio and say, hey, this is going really well, or you know what, this one is underperforming. I think what we should do is rearrange this. And we like to keep you in the loop at every point, right? And that's kind of what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
And along those lines, as we do that, you're getting a big education as well on why we're doing what we're doing to watch your portfolio grow in a big, big way.
Yeah, I feel like we have a really good relationship.
Yeah.
There's a lot of communication and honesty and integrity, and I really appreciate it.
Well, so Dana, thank you so much for being on the show today. It's a treat to have you as a client. It's a treat to have you as a new friend and member of the family. In fact, one of the things we say here at Financial Reboot is you are not a client to us. We are basically partners in growing your portfolio and thus family. So you're in good hands. Is there anything else you want to kind of sign off with before we let you go? Any final words?
Well, I'd really like to thank you and the financial team. For the first time in my life, I see that I have choices. And gaining financial freedom and security is probably the greatest gift that anyone can have. And, operating from a place of being a single parent, there is a lot of fear. And working with you guys is just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And it's helping me It's helping me to see the possibilities in life, and I'm really grateful for that. So thank you so much. Thank you for doing what you do, because this work is revolutionary, and I really appreciate it.
Well, Dana, thank you for trusting in us. And truthfully, it's people like you that is the reason we built this company, because we like to make a difference. If we're not making a difference to our clients and our partners and our friends, then what's the point? I mean, we've got this much time left on this planet. Let's make a difference while we can. So we appreciate you. So thank you, Dana. We appreciate you, and we will be in touch regularly, as you already know, and talk about how your portfolio is climbing that ladder and mounting that. Yeah, it's gonna be a great ride. So thank you so much.
I'm excited.
All right, we'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you.